Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to send WhatsApp message on status update in Google Sheets via AiSensy. So I'm an owner of a retail store and I manage my inventories details in my Google Sheets. I create a record of it like the product name, product details, stock details and etc. Here what I want is that as soon as the status of any product is going to be updated, like the stock is going to be updated in my Google Sheets, I want to send that update as a message on my staff members' WhatsApp. Now sending this notification manually will be very time consuming. So what I did was I simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And in this automation, I have created a connection between Google Sheets and AiSensy with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to send WhatsApp messages on status update in Google Sheets via AiSensy. So as an owner of a retail store, keeping my teams updated on inventory changes is crucial. I use Google Sheets to track stocks and AiSensy to send automated WhatsApp messages. So now whenever there's a change in my Google Sheets, like the inventory stock status is going to be updated, like stock arriving or items running out, an instant message is going to be sent to my team member on their WhatsApp, alerting them the updates. This way, everyone stays informed in real time, ensuring we are always ready to meet customers' needs efficiently. And we are going to be creating this amazing automation between Google Sheets and AiSensy with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. But as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Send WhatsApp Message on Status Update in Google Sheets via AiSensy. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow, okay? After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select WhatsApp Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving it the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Send WhatsApp Message on Status Update in Google Sheets via AiSensy, and over here you can see there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and Action are the two most important steps, two most important concepts of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We're going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As in my Google Sheets, I have created a record of my inventories of my business, and I want that as soon as over here the stock status is going to be changed in the spreadsheet right over here, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. That is why for the trigger application, I've selected it as Google Sheets. And for the trigger event over here, I'm going to select as New or Updated Spreadsheet Row, as whenever the status of the stock is going to be updated in the spreadsheet right over here, what is going to happen? Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that with the help of this trigger event, okay? After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to create a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the spreadsheet that I want to connect to Pabbly Connect. So there's the spreadsheet over here in the name of Inventory Details, and I want to connect the spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. Now, in order to do that, from the panel given over here, we have to click on this Extensions button. After coming to Extensions, go to Add-ons and then go to Get Add-ons. As we're going to do that, we'll be landed towards this page, and over here in the search bar, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. I'm going to search over here for Pabbly Connect Webhooks, select it. I'm going to open it from here. And as you can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks, please do install it so that you can connect Pabbly Connect with the spreadsheet, okay? As I've installed it, I'm going to go back and refresh this page from here. As we have refreshed the page, I'm going to go back to this bar, go to extensions, and now in the options you can see it says Pabbly Connect Webhooks, select it. Now from the given options under Pabbly Connect Webhooks, click on this initial setup button right over here. A window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the trigger column, it says trigger column will be a file data column on which of the data is added. So in the spreadsheet over here that I've created, the trigger column is going to be column M because in this column, the file data is added. So what I'm going to do is for the trigger column over here, I'm going to write it as column F, and then I'm going to click on this submit button. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. So now as the setup is now been done, now the steps that I'm going to tell you right now are very important. So please don't forget to follow them, okay? Over here, we have to go back to extensions, and under extensions, go back to Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now from the given options, click on the send on event button. As over here it is saying working. As the loading is going to be completed, if I'm going to go back to extensions right over here in Pabbly Connect Webhooks, you can see a tick mark is in front of send on event. It is very important to click on send on event because what is going to happen that every time whenever an update or a new data is going to be added in the spreadsheet, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that in our workflow that we are creating, okay? As we have successfully created the setup, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check whether the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is successful or not, and how we're going to do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the status of the product in my Google Sheets. For that, I'm going to open my spreadsheet. I'm going to change the stock status of this product LED TV 40-inch right over here. For the quantity, I'm going to turn it as 0, and for the stock status, instead of low stock, I'm going to select it as out of stock, okay? So you can see I've successfully changed the stock status in the spreadsheet right away of this product LED TV 40-inch with the product ID, the description, quantity as 0, last updated as the date right over here, okay? As now we successfully updated the status, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, you can see right away we've received the response of these status being updated in our spreadsheet, okay? For the stock status comes over here as out of stock. Spreadsheet name as inventory details. I'm going to further scroll down. The row index comes over here as 2. The product name comes as LED TV 40-inch. For the product ID, the ID. The description that we have added in the spreadsheet has been captured in this response with the last updated date right over here, okay? As you can see, we successfully received the response in our workflow. This means that Google Sheets has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. Now, whenever a status is going to be updated of any product in the spreadsheet right over here, what is going to happen? Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that, okay? So after setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. And for the action application, what I'm going to do is, as my objective is that as soon as the status of the product is going to be updated in my spreadsheet, I want to notify about that to my staff member on WhatsApp as a message. So for that, we're going to set up our action step. And for sending WhatsApp messages, we are going to be using WhatsApp by AiSensy, okay? So I'm going to select over here as WhatsApp by AiSensy. I'm going to select my action application as WhatsApp by AiSensy, and for the action event, I'm going to select as send template message. As with the help of AiSensy, I've created a template. You can see right away this is a template message, and I want to use this template for sending messages to my staff member on their WhatsApp for whenever an inventory update is going to be there in spreadsheet, okay? So I'm going to be sending messages with the help of this template. That is why for the action event, I've selected as send template message, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After clicking on add new connection, it is asking for us to select the API key. With the help of this API key, we're going to connect our WhatsApp by AiSensy account to Pabbly Connect. So in order to have the access of the API key, log into your AiSensy account. After coming to your AiSensy account, from the panel given over here, go to this manage option. After coming to manage, from the given settings, go to the API key section. Copy this key from here, this is the API key, and paste it right over here in your workflow, and then click on this save button. As I've done that, you can see WhatsApp by AiSensy has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. As AiSensy has now been connected to Pabbly Connect, it is asking for me to select the campaign name. For the campaign name, in order to send the template message as messages to my staff member on WhatsApp, we need to firstly create the campaign of this template that we have created using AiSensy. I want to create a campaign of this template. First, let us go through this template that I've created. The template is in the name of inventory updates. It says inventory update alert, hello. There is a new update in our inventory. Product name, the name, status, the status, quantity, the quantity, last updated, the last updated field. Please take note and ensure that necessary actions are taken, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks and regards. So this is the template that I've created, and over here in the template you can see the values like the product name, status, quantity, last updated. You can see there are brackets in front and at the end of this value. So over here these are the variables that I've created in this spreadsheet, and in the place of these variables I want to enter the values like the product name, status, quantity and last updated according to the status being updated in this spreadsheet right over here. That is why I've created these variables. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a campaign of this message template right over here. Now in order to do that, from the given panel, go to the campaign section. After coming to campaign section, click on this launch button on the top right corner. After coming to it, it is asking for us to select the campaign type. Select it as API campaign. After that, it is asking for the campaign name. So for the campaign name over here, I'm going to write it as inventory updates. I'm going to copy the name from here. After that, it is asking for us to select the template, the message template that we have created. So I've created a message template in the name of inventory updates. I'm going to select that message template. You can see this is the template, okay? And after that, I'm going to click on the set live button and go to campaign button. As you can see, I've created a campaign successfully in my AiSensy account with the status as live in the name of inventory updates. The status need to be live because in the help desk it says it is to be noted that the status of the campaign should be live. So it is very essential for the status to be live of the campaign that you have created. As the campaign has now been successfully created, it's asking for the campaign name. So I'm going to paste the campaign name right over here. After that, it is asking for the mobile number. On which mobile number do we want to send a WhatsApp message to? I want to send the WhatsApp message to my staff member as I want to notify them about the inventory status being updated, okay? So now in order to do that, in place of this mobile number field, I'm going to enter my staff's mobile number. So I've entered the mobile number right over here. After that, it is asking for the username. Enter the name of the user whom the campaign has to be sent. I want to send it to my staff member in the name of demo user. So I'm going to enter their name right over here. I've entered the name demo user. After that, it is asking for the source and the tags. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the template parameter. The template parameter is the field in which you are going to enter the value of the variables that you have created in the spreadsheet. I have created 4 different variables: product name, status, quantity, and the last updated. And I'm going to enter the values of these variables right over here. For the data of these values, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. So what is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And as I'm going to click on this field, you can see this is the previous step of this workflow, that is Google Sheets new or updated spreadsheet row. And as I'm going to click on it, you can see this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Now what we're going to do is from this response, from my previous response, I'm going to enter the data of the variables. Okay, so let's go to the template that we have created. The first variable, the name of the variable is product name. The first value is going to be the product name. So in my previous response, I have received the data of the product name. So I'm going to select the data from my previous response. As I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I've mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. After entering the product name, I have to enter the value of another variable. For that, I'm going to enter a comma and space right over here. Next variable is for the status of the stock. So for the status over here, I'm going to map the data of the stock status right over here, comma and space. After that, it is asking for the quantity. So for the quantity over here, I'm going to map the data of the quantity that I've received. The quantity is 0. I'm going to map it, comma and space. After that, it is asking for the last updated field. So for the last updated field over here, I'm going to map the data of the last updated field. Okay. In the similar manner, you can enter the value of the variables, how many variables that I have created. In the similar manner, you have to enter the value. Okay. After that, it is asking for the attributes, URL and the file name. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. And then simply I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, you can see the success comes as true right over here. It's a positive response. So now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to check whether I have received a new WhatsApp message or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp. And yes, you can see right over here, I have received a new WhatsApp message. It says inventory update alert. Hello, there is a new update in inventory. Product name, the LED TV 40-inch. Status as out of stock. Quantity as 0. Last updated date. Please note and ensure that necessary actions are taken. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks and regards. As the notification has been now successfully forwarded on the WhatsApp. This means that Google Sheets and AiSensy has been connected with the help of Pabbly Connect. But for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a real test example now. I'm going to change the status of another product in the spreadsheet right over here, and then I'm going to check whether I have received a new WhatsApp notification of the inventory update or not. For that, let's do another update in the spreadsheet. So now let's suppose I'm going to take the example of this air conditioner. Okay, the quantity is 0. I'm going to change it to 100, and for the out of stock over here, I'm going to select it as in stock right over here. Okay, as I successfully changed the stock status as well as the quantity of the product air conditioner 1.5 ton, I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to check whether I've received a notification for the inventory update of this product or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp, and yes, you can see right away I've received another notification for the inventory update. Let's tally the response for the product name being air conditioner 1.5 ton, status as in stock, quantity as 100, and the last updated right over here the date. As we have successfully received the notification on WhatsApp, this means that we successfully created an automation between Google Sheets and AiSensy with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a retail store and I manage data of my inventories in Google Sheets. I track my inventories data in my Google Sheets. My objective is that as soon as the stock status in my Google Sheets is going to be updated, I want to send that notification to my staff member on the WhatsApp, telling them the product details, the status, and the other details that has been updated in my spreadsheet. Okay, so in order to do that, I've created this amazing automation between Google Sheets and WhatsApp by AiSensy with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.